economic planning, yeah. Mr. No, rather, Dr. Dan Onish. So, thank you. You're welcome. Again, we have the Honorable Permanent Secretary. Well, since she has been running around, I almost mistook her for one of us trying to put this together to set the ground. But she's next to the Honorable Isaac Obabogu. I'm talking about the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Budget and Planning. This is Clara Aisha. You're welcome, madam. One day, but we are going to talk about money today. So, thank you, madam. You are welcome. Also, we call on the managing director, Rwasa, Mrs. Chika. You are welcome, madam. Water is key. Miri so we are welcome, madam. Also, have Dr. Patrick Ochi, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education. Where is Patrick Ochi? Please put our hands together for him. The Honorable Commission of Education would have been here. That's talking about the professor to base in back. But something official also took him away. It's part of what we are doing, but it's not physically here. So you're welcome, Pamsen. You're welcome, and the crowd will recognize them. Gentlemen, we have the gathering of journalists here. These are the people who make things happen in the press in Enugu State. In the fourth arm of the government, these are the people who are seated. We have chairman and secretaries of please, we have also, I saw him around, I saw if I honor the Permanent Secretary, Trade and Industry should also be part of it. You are welcome. Also, Permanent Secretary Agriculture, Victor Enugu is also here. Please put our hands together for him also. We also work together to form a whole successful team. That's why we are here for this thing today. As that was. Yes, also Pamsek, I saw her. So, Mayor is also around. Where is she? Okay, you are duly recognized. Thank you, madam. And I was saying that we also have people from the other side. Right here, I can see the Secretary of Enugu State Council. They will come out of that. Well seated. I've seen the members of the SEC, that is the chairman and secretaries of various chapters of Enugu State Council. They are part of that side, and that is the core of the impact today. Thank you. You are all welcome, gentlemen of the press and members from the executive arm. Today we are here for this ritual. It's an annual ritual which we do together every year, is ritual, but that positive side of rituality. We're not talking about other ritual. We are talking about it's a tradition that we carry out every year. When after the presentation of the budget, after all the legislative processes and the final endorsement and assent to this document, they come to us and then do the breakdown. The breakdown means telling us the allocations of this money to various sectors, and that's what we have come here today to do. And just as I said earlier, they have just visited, they are not visitors. They have been here with us. We have had some write-ups, we have had some requests that pass through them from us here, and they have been aware of certain things that happen with us here, monetarily, physically. So they are not visitors to us, we are not visitors to them. So you are welcome anyway. Welcome to the hallowed Unity Hall of Enugu State Council. And having said that, it is about an exercise that moves fastly and we do the needful. At this point, by the way, my name is Sam. I'm the chairman of Enugu State Council. You are welcome. At this point, I should, I think the Permanent Secretary Budget and Planning will also be close to me to do something things that are needful. But if she's not there, what we have come to do now is for the Honorable Commissioner Budget and Planning, Honorable Dr. Robert Ozone, to tell us something about this year's budget and how the allocations are. That's talking about the program of 2025 budget. Thank you. I said this year, it was not this year, but it's next year's budget, 2025. Thank you. Bye-bye.
China law that for being equal, because if we start this to country as I don't easily get excited. But when I came, you can see that I was absolutely excited. But when I love Christmas food, how am I allowed today that I'm excited? It's a day I before you. More so this year. Because now, what are that? Now, It's an excellent on health budget, comparatively and goes to Nigeria. So that's where the statement comes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start. I'm delighted to welcome you all to this very important event of breakdown and press briefing. Part of the excitement. His Excellency, our Honorable Governor, Dr. Peter Mba, His absence, Honorable Commissioners, President here, Permanent Secretaries, Heads of Non-Insurance Departments, Members of the Press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome you to this very important event of putting down the press briefing of the Bible proposal of Enugu State. His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba on Tuesday, 26th of December of November 24, unveiled a total budget of 971 billion 84 million. For the 1925 fiscal year, budget of exponential growth and inclusive prosperity. This is so named because it is intended to enhance economic growth and development, which will be broadly shared across sectors and sections and wards of the state to improve the living standard of citizens. Always been the mission of this administration to ensure rising prosperity and opportunity across the nooks and corners of the state. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, at this point today, my pleasure to first and foremost present achievements recorded so far within this 2024 fiscal year, and then break down to the 5 budget proposal. You may recall that the reform budget marked the first full-year budget of Governor Peter Mba administration. The budget provided a total size of approximately 5.1 billion. Of this total budget figure, 107 billion was a mark for recurrent expenditure, while a total sum of 414 billion was approved for capital expenditure. As for budgetary performance, total revenue realized in the state as of October 24 came to 459 billion 851 million 309,360 396 147 crores, which comes to a budget performance of 88%. Of this amount, 178 billion related to statutory receipts, while 136.7 or 136 billion, 7 billion presented or related to capital receipts, and 144.7 to internal generated revenue. As of October, these inflows have been applied to expenditure with 682 billion approximately as capital expenditure and 76 billion as recurrent expenditure. These translated to budget performance of 88%. Now, the remarkable achievements of the reform. Approval of the 5,000 savings to civil servants to cushion the effect of fuel price increase and follow-up of approval, the follow-up of approval of 8,000 new minimum wage with effect from October 2024. Capital projects completed and ongoing is a lot to do. Construction of integrated model smart school with 60 wards across the 17 local governments. Construction of model secondary school can please do not mind that I am I'm skipping. Construction of earth roads leading to about 8 farm land in different parts of the state. Near completion of the International Conference Center in Enugu as nominated by the city. Construction of international hospital, the revelation of hotel residential, repairs, sanitation, and maintenance of the 21 roads in Enugu and municipalities and rural areas. Construction of Agunguchu away the armed issues of development. The surfacing and completion of 9-mile permanent junction, Tete Akama, Logio, Umu Lomba, Kuzawari, response to Agro Bomba in Akama Junction. Construction of Amechi Road, Amakinsi Road, Japanese. Construction of Fogo Road. Ama Kanu Neje Road, construction of Apoga AC Junction, Road, because of Diago the sort of 1.5 kilometers of revenue take for the road to 35 airport evacuation, a day with the junction. I made you know the important construction of 6.66 kilometers of Tegua carriageway, Enugu South, government area. Construction of the 500 work out of community concern of the Ashland plant based eminent mechanical and electrical installation of new pumps and panels of Abuchi main open contract for the station. Multiple pipe repairs and replacements of various parts of Enugu metropolis. Water distribution maintenance projects. 9 PTNs, perimeter fencing, and otherwise in the development area. The completion of the two transport interchanges in Enugu, the Holy Coast, garages, from central stations, and lane matching bus stops and lane lines, and the junction of Holy Coast and the Coastal Junction in Enugu State. Completion of the transport infrastructure project at the Soka Central Station. Procurement of 50 CNG powered buses for sustainable and affordable transportation for youth, as well as supporting the green smart cities program. Purchase of furniture and housekeeping materials for the third C-type 2 current health centers in Enugu. Construction of the primary healthcare hospitals and emergency of rural material in the state. The purchase of medical laboratory furniture and housekeeping materials. Solar installation for the upgrade of life primary care centers, upgrade of Enugu nursing school of wood, and construction of the Ishikwe Health Center, action on which is the government, installation of battery dedicated transformers, many agro farms, and technology industrial park. Information and content of the financial and public support programs of the substance of Enugu State Digital Experience Center of government. I go on my out of that. Construction of the 9 units of 2-bedroom 7-that program. Next more than that. More than that. Now, coming to the underlying assumptions, usually the project that make for the gentrified projects. The assumption for the gentrified on the particular side, this descriptions. First is the oil price benchmark. So if I put that 71.4 barrels per barrel. Yeah. So the 26 is 68 and the 27 is 68 as well. Number two, oil production benchmark. For the 5%, we have 2.1. 2.100 million barrels per day. The 26 we have 2.180, and then 27 2.451. An exchange rate number 3. We had for the 25 project, we had the 1,600 naira per US dollar. That's for the 25 and 26 for 1.68. And then 27 is 1.76. Which is 1,764. The national real GDP growth. For the 25 budget, we have the 3.68 as the assumption percent, and the 26 we have the 4%, and the 27 we have the 4.24. Number 5, the national inflation rate. Here we go. It's only that issue complete today as at the November figure. Look at this morning. The inflation for Nigeria for this November is at 4.6%. So you can look at that to the only underlying trend or the assumptions we made. For the national inflation, we use the 16.94%. So you can see we do address the conditions, market conditions, basic rule. That is the 6 budget have a 9.29, and then the exam budget have 8.26. So these are the assumptions. And then on that we make our budget trust policy. Enugu State 2025 budget will serve as a policy and financial tool that reflects the vision and mission of the agenda and objectives. It is geared towards achieving job creation, social services, infrastructure, development in important sectors of the economy, such as provision of safe drinking water, health, education, agriculture, transport, energy and resources, works, commerce and industry, housing, tourism, security and environment sanitation. The third budget policy is aligned to the Enugu State mission and vision of the government. As the mission is to deliver quality, people-focused governance by making Enugu the preferred destination for investment, business, tourism, and living. Like I mean, vision to make Enugu one of the top 3 states in Nigeria in terms of GDP. So again, to achieve a 0% rate in poverty headcount index. The long agenda and the second medium-term strategic plan. Now, credit overview. And as I said again, excitement this morning for me. Because when I look at it, 971 budget envelope, the excitement continues. Now, on the left-hand side, you have the description, the current, the capital, and then the total. For the 24 approved budget, the current was 107 billion, capital was 414, and the total was 521 billion. It was revised sometime in October, sometime before the July, August. And broadly, we were within the same envelope. 24 budget, we have the 107 for the current, capital for 414, so within the limits, and the total is 521. And now the 25 budget, and now the issue. The recurrent is 1.3 billion, more than 40 million, representing 24.17%. Capital, 837 billion, 944 million, and market capital. This represents 86%. Assuming 70, 86% of the whole lot of budget. Total is 971 billion. That's our budget for the year of 2025. Now, across the board, you have the various categories how to obtain it. As usual, on the left-hand side is the description of the items and then the tables. Opening balance. If I start with the well, summary projects anyway. I want to touch upon the revised budget because it's important in that we revise the budget. I'm pleased to say that we do not do the budget rascality. We will maintain, during the revision, we maintain the envelope we have. So there were no changes at all, except that we had the implementation. Yeah? I don't think that's part of it. Yeah? Now for the 25 projects, we have received the revision and the budget revision and complete 25 projects. At the extra column, the opening balance billion. Then the statutory allocation 48 billion. The validity 74. IGR 509 billion. And rated to over 10%. IGR will ever kind in the United States. Excess crude 36 billion. Altogether, the current revenue is 692.1 billion. Now, recurrent expenditure. Personnel cost 58 billion. Consolidated revenue fund charges 21 billion. Overhead cost 53 billion. So, again, when the percentages, personnel cost took 45% and the overhead is 40. So that is the new ones on that category. Now the summary of the capital receipts. Transfer from consolidated revenue fund, we have the 559 billion. Internal and external aids and grants, 15 billion. Other capital receipts, 18 billion. Domestic loan and borrowings, 55 billion. International loan borrowing, 128 billion. Altogether, 837. So again, you can see the percentages against the end. Summary of the recurrent expenditure by sector. Administration sector took 49 billion at 6%. That's within the envelope of the recurrent expenditure. So administration sector took 49 billion, which is at 6%. Economic sector took only 19% within the economy. The law and justice sector took the 6.8 billion, which is 5%. Regional sector took 281 billion, which is 0.21. Social sector, that's how we have our education as well, took 51.38%. Altogether, 1.3 billion. Now, the capital expenditure. This is where things are happening. Admin sector, 26 billion, which is 3.2%. Economic sector, 55 billion, 1.4. Over half of the capital expenditure within the capital expenditure framework. Law and justice took 1 billion, 4.0%. Regional sector took 1.5, which is 0.19. Social sector, capital expenditure took 345 billion, 3.7, representing the 41.27%. Here are the issue, because looking at the performance of last year, where we had a 8% performance, these figures are that it's almost going to reach 90% next year. So, online the capital and the social sector is taking for 1 month. Then it means that I'm only taking for the whole of next year. Now, summary of the recurrent revenue. It's all there for us to see. Share of the federal account, traditional account allocation. Yep. For 2025, it's 1.2 billion. Now, ITR, you have the figures there. Confidentially, it's quite a lot. You know? Yeah. So, the internal generated revenue with their categories. If you wish, I can go to the big ones. Tax revenue, like 2 billion. Fees, 1.7 billion. Sales, 659 billion. Now, she said, the new capital city. That's going to cost us so much. The development of various lands and estates, that's where we expected so much revenue. And then geographical information service, they just launched. I think the projection was going to become 300 every year. Am I correct? Yes, so this is quite in line with our projection that we're going to get so much from this general sales. So altogether, if I can speak, they all come to 900 billion as the total. Thank you, revenue total 900 billion. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, next page, we have the various recurrent and capital expenditure allocations. For the 25 projects, I think we might be very greedy and look at the major ones. So the office of the food governor, 15 billion, etc. The Secretary of the Government, 3 14 of the service, etc. These are all some recurrent expenditure. Now, the capital allocation. This is what my head is. Because the capital, we are devoting out of my 85% to our capital. And the 8 billion. It makes sense that we should go there and see which of the sectors of the economy are taking the bulk. Now, this is my big project, and they are big some of like food here. That's agriculture. Yes. Yeah, that's what the agriculture, let me point the big ones. Yes. Agriculture is taking 8 billion, which is 8.4%. Work and infrastructure is taking 214 billion. Yeah, everywhere, road construction. 214 billion, which is 2%. Next page, our dearest education. 320.6 billion. But the government is going to maintain this debt for the status quo. Pushing the money for education, standard for something. That's 10.2% of this side. So next page, allocations, yeah? So, just the summation again. The above table represents the total allocation to each sector. The education sector having the highest allocation of 320 billion, representing 3%, billion. With infrastructure, 200 billion, representing 80%. Now to the key projects. It's giving too much. Yeah, I just mentioned it. Human mission in 1 billion. I'll start off with 10 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. 30 billion increasing. Admin sector. 10 billion is the rollout of the system of RT136 TV. 4 billion for the state dimension. 5 billion for the procurement of social activity vehicles. So, for savings is very important at this stage. Farm and agriculture, we'll make it down here. 20 billion for the purchase of 1,000 tractors and implements that is organized farming. 50.5 billion for clearing and development of 100,000 hectares of land. It goes 3% from agriculture. Then 2 billion for the farm estates across the states. Around 260 watts. Yeah? Thanks for that. Transport. We'll have the 5 billion for the procurement of 200 platforms for mining, and then we'll have the 1.6 billion for transport target, CIP 465. Then we'll have the 2 billion for able to contribution to phase 1 of 195.4 kilometers of rail. Then 19 billion for the Enugu Air. You cannot finish this time for the Enugu Air. 19 billion for the production of 4 aircraft for Enugu Air. By the way, when it came to the total that is what this year, for next year, we get the idea already. Because I don't like this. We were not able to take another very soon. But the clouds are already there on ground. So it's just a question of time. Now, energy and minerals is not belong for the new 4 new mining blocks. Electricity. By the way, the states, I think for next year, I am at the outages of electricity in Enugu because about 2 or 3 and 3 or 4 independent power projects aside from already to get the raise power. So, if I go about the organization, the gap carrying energy. Works and infrastructure. The funding for the construction and renovation of the public buildings, 3.5 billion for the air moving machine, and you want all this etc. 55 billion for the construction of the overgrowth in the road like I'm next thing for the one of the world. With all this asphalt and asphalt, we have all just kind of not that is a market. 1.5 billion for the away to the young people. Yeah. 10 million for the Owo Bank. 5 million for the underage children. 10 million dualization of every government and car. In case you can go, dualization of Niger, Ugogo, and Pagi, they can't go to here. So the works are going on. Then I can come and then works, my infrastructure, I have to come. The 2 billion for the maintenance of the road location. How much of the big one? 2 billion for the armored race. Yes? 20 billion for the 5-star tourism. I'm going to tell you the phone. Travel to the 5-star international conference center in Enugu. You can see that that year the construction is ongoing now. Then the formula construction of the water allotted back this is another time for a year but then you need monitoring. Now water, the 9 billion of the deep stone well line, spring time in market. The 9 billion for the main one. I know that not recently that the downstream sector of water can put this 100 billion investment from Australian country. So, housing, we have never about the American. Let me just give you the last one. If I show you the video, where we mentioned that we're going to direct to what the human stock that was mentioned that I the national report venue and His Excellency has made a budget on that one. 3 billion for the remark of and then 10 billion for the land and station. So, when I got education, it's good. I don't know about the smart schools and 1.6 billion for the smart lighting in the as well. 10 billion for the breakdown of the 5 public school secondary schools, some of them. 10 billion for construction smart senior secondary schools. And then the private and the secondary school, so there are provisions on that. Yes. So, all come up to the great percent education. Health cannot be left out. The 20 billion construction of Enugu project will be the health 9 years. Una manches India, una manches Europe. I got a Enugu. I think I'm going to take the risk now and turn into personal. His Excellency, Enugu State is making this Enugu International Hospital, Rangers Avenue. Construction of the river within 6 months to try. So, because now again, like 2 primary health care centers, that was 14 billion down. Every ward down here, like 2 primary health care centers. So that now, when now you are not going to have to come the business in naked or not food. You just go around like your primary health care center. So this is carrying the health services to the people. That's what our Excellency is doing. So because conclusion. But why you put them all? You know? I will come. So that's why the current economic challenge is facing the state that the national economy has done. I strongly believe that with the support of the good people of people, the objective targets of the 5% to be realized to a great extent. Now, people, the last word I will say that I think it's time for me to acknowledge with every gratitude while we are here. Last person, I given thanks to the chief craftsman. I call him chief craftsman of this project. Chief craftsman of this project because every round of the ministry of the government. He was the craftsman. He's been the project commissioner and the finance man. He is in every which way familiar with the field of everything. According to the craftsman of this project, in whose image this project was made to embody his vision and mission for them and who all together. Of course, on them go together. So one of them is the born again leader, and they made he was born as a leader, he was made to born because of shared experience over through his time as a businessman. He's a phenomenon, he's a wizard, he's a master disruptor of the status quo. This revolution is an economic, social revolution, an economic and a social revolution. But when one day, that everyone has taken a different dimension. So, because on this note, I am giving my gratitude to His Excellency, the exemplary leadership of the state. Gentlemen and ladies, thank you so much. I think I can take it on. Thank you.
Thank you. The Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Planning, Dr. Robert Ozon, for your breakdown of the budget. Not your own breakdown. We have broken down the budget and we have been able to decipher all aspects of the budget. And maybe we are not yet done in our tradition. We need to have, we've made observations. From the observations, we ask questions. There are gray areas where we want to know what exactly you have said. So, but I also want to encourage you. I want to encourage the Commissioner that we are with you. With all this while, my people have been with you. Do not be discouraged that we did not clap when you thought we should have clapped. It's part of what we, that's how we, that's in our it is. So if we clap, that means an expo is there. We're already satisfied with what I said, but we need to, clarifications. So thank you. Be encouraged. And at this point, gentlemen of the press, we are planning, and as I have already noticed, we want to know one or two things from what he has said, and that's when we call for questions from observations and even comments on what has said. And I will want, let's have four summarizing questions and comments from this side. So we are men of summaries, we are writers, and we know from what he has said, summary can come. And I want one from here, two from this central one, and one from the other one. So that's what we're doing. So, yes, none from this side yet. Kelly Samani from this side, Ojo Chukura, I've had two here. I've seen Punch, the punching Ralph David of the Punch newspaper. So now we have three, not from this side. Okay, we can add one from this side and make it four. Victor four.
Okay.
Can I do one?
Okay, my advice, I used to do for Victor. Now, Judge Kura,
my name is
Judge is on the Arise television.
Arise News. Please, I recall on page 8 of your speech, which talks about budget performance for 2024. Page 8. Page 8. Budget performance for 2024. You mentioned that 50 CNG buses were procured. Page 8. Page number 8. After 7, 8. It's on the last paragraph. You talk about 50 CNG buses from presidential gas buses procured. I don't know if anybody has seen those buses. So I want you to clarify that. We also talk about the issue of 2,000 taxis not on that same page, not on that page. 2036 is part of the speech. I don't know, have those taxes been procured? You are talking about using them to empower the youth. I am aware that the government before Ukwani, Sullivan Chini, procured some taxes. What has become of those taxes and the agreement there? Thank you.
That's the question I have.
The next person. Honorable Commissioner should note down the questions. Let the questions come and they will respond once. So the next person is Central Pardon.
I'm Raphael from Bonchinos Papers. Honorable Commissioner, my question are multiple, but I will utilize it. One, I want to ask a question on water issue. The question is, why is it difficult for successive administration in the Enugu state to provide water for Enugu citizens or residents? Last year, our governor told us that in 180 days, all residents in Enugu state, shot every household in Enugu state will be handed tap water. This is 18 months or thereabout after the administration inaugurated, and there's no water. I remember that the governor asked the question to him personally, and he told us that in many, for instance, that before the end of January last year, this year, that there will be water in Enugu. As we speak, even the regulation going on there has been abandoned since June this year. And now they are telling us that Australia, 100 something, is going to help with water in. I want to ask, what is the problem? Is it because the money we budgeted here cannot provide the water for the people? Or is it because the money is diverted? Or is it because the government has no will to give it water? Second question, we talk about smart school. I want to ask, after building 260 smart schools, what will become the primary schools that have been existing? What are Enugu State government going to use the structures, already existing structures to do? Are they going to demolish it? Are they going to convert it to another thing? That is one question. Secondly, who are the contractors handling this project? Because we have not had Enugu State afford for bidding under the Procurement Act. For you to construct a government to embark on any project, they will invite people, invite contractors, so that the pricing of contracts during those states will be competitive, so that everyone will get value for the money they are spending. Secondly, I want to ask, we want to know what is the cost of re-asphalting, because of re-asphalting the roads in Enugu metropolis. Because you told us that you made mention of all the roads that have been re-asphalted. What is the cost of that project? Thank you.
Thank you from of the bridges and ports.
You want to ask? I can take your question, sir.
From Reddish to go to Kedis, if your question has not been asked.
Okay. That if I remember another one.
So my name is Vicky and I work in business day. I have a very simple question, and that is on power. You just said that by next year we will generate Enugu State will generate solar power and we have power 24/7. Yeah, my question is this: right now, EEDC has devised a means of, how do I say it, taking much money from the citizens in the name of ban this, ban that. Will you go in the same way with this ban, or is it going to be a way of reducing the sufferings of the people? Because today you recharge 2,000 naira in 5 days is gone. So what will be the change? What will be the difference in this kind of when you give us this 24 hours power? Thank you.
Thank you, Kedis Amade Tide.
Who is Kenny Zamandi?
Microphone to Kedis Amade. Kedis Amade, not the person you have given. Kedis Amade is this person. There were the first 4 persons that indicated.
Hello, Dr. Paul, Foreign Commissioner. Market with Canis. I represent the current group of newspapers. So basically, I took the question asked Ocho Tuguna. So it's all about procurement of 50 CNG powered buses. So I want to know how soon we expect those buses to start operation. Look, I want to get people as we speak now. Enugu State has been recognized as one of the oil producing states in the Federation. And no mention of words about that. So having been recognized as one of the what it means that Enugu is getting more money than it was getting before in terms of aggregation, federal allocation. So I want to find out in what way that recognition and the recognition of everything and what has improved the life of the people. Thank you very much.
We've had the first 4, and 3 from this flank, 1 from the other one. But is that this person from the back? So we give microphone to that person. There are the 5th person. We promised you 4, but the 5th person may be coming with the very questions. Oblige us.
My name is Ken Esenu, Regional Director of AIT Director. I just want a clarification to the fact that what we are getting here is this breakdown of the budget proposal or the past budget and incentive, so that we will know what we are proposing. Because what I have here is proposal. And if it's a proposal, are we coming back for a breakdown when the budget is finally passed and accepted? Thank you.
Thank you. I can answer this one. It could have been a proposal because the federal government knows that the proposal to the legislature, the breakdown is the one that is done to the 4th arm of the government, not the other arm of the government. The breakdown is done to the 4th arm of the government, which we represent. So the one that is before us today is breakdown. Thank you, sir.
Breakdown of the proposal
of the budget assigned. The government, the budget has been assigned. Thank you, sir.
So, what we are having is the breakdown of the signed budget, not the proposal. I need a clarity.
breakdown of the
Because I'm looking at your documents here, proposal.
thank you. The operational definition of what we are doing today is that the budget was presented to the House of Assembly. It has been signed into law. Today, the executive is before the press to break down the budget. Thank you, sir.
Sir, please, excuse me, sir. Please, we want the Honorable Commissioner to please address this concern, please.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you.
Budget is a proposal.
I don't understand.
Everybody drop the budget, and until the House passes your budget, it's going to be a proposal. So once the budget is passed, it becomes law. Now that the budget is now approved and it's now the budget. So I hope that clarifies it. So what we're doing with the draft budget of proposals, everybody, every state, what you do is you actually draft your budget and pass it to the House for endorsement. So let me take the first comments. Please, audience, one the first was the person asked to do with the taxis and budget. As far as my knowledge goes, 2024 budget. The taxi you mentioned has been paid for, the get of delivered, as well as delivered, yes. And then the buses as well. I don't know whether you are aware that some buses are being used for the push back too. So that we've got where the cameras will run, the use of the buses. So in terms of what you asked, yes, that is absolutely correct. That those buses were paid for and some are delivered as far as the water is concerned and being used to now for the water and the premises. When the government made their manifesto premises, they did not know what they were going to meet on ground. So they had their target of the 180 days. And of course, 9 Mile, which was part of the centers, was able to supply the whole water that they needed. So the construction of 9 Mile. And within that 180 days, the water was unleashed for them, and the freeze pipes busted all over the place. What had happened was that the current infrastructure they had in water could not sustain the pressure of water. So the pipe was busted over the place. So what the government to do, they had to say, okay, they had to step down that supply and started rehabilitating across the home of pipe system. And everything the whole place. The asbestos ones were replaced because somebody has a conscience that we cannot at this day and age continue to use asbestos. The government said another said, remove all asbestos and then to do asbestos. And he had to use fresh pipes, thick, because I expect I saw those pipes in 9 Mile. Plastic pipes, no longer asbestos. So we had to go back to the drawing board and began to do all the replacement of these asbestos parts. So that's why you have some challenges. Okay? Now, and of course, these are the now the other one about the downstream investment that this company coming from Austria. This government is an enabling government. They are here to create the economic conditions and enablements that will drive in the private sector to get this economy going. Public institutions cannot run businesses. That's why the government has concentrated on key infrastructures that will drive the economy and then allow the private sector to take over. So this downstream investment from this Austrian company is a manifestation of this enabling. And you believe that the German government, Austrian government, they are keen enough to come and do business with Enugu is because the environment the government has created has become conducive for that to happen. So what's happening in the water is an example of this private sector approach. Bearing in mind that the government said it, that we still have the supply of the main water. And you make it available to them, these companies that get water to your homes. The water they are going to be using to articulate into your home is still the water the Enugu state generates and we control the price of it. So you won't have any effect in terms of price of what you pay for your water. So do not fear about this private investment. And of course the private sector, they are much more efficient than the public. So we expect a continuous and robust supply of water. That's what we want at all times. I hope that has answered it. Now, smart schools, the future of smart schools. Look, if the introduction of smart schools in every ward brings forth modern approach to education, good riddance for the old system. If the children are there not go to that school, or they would have new school where they have new method of learning, experimental learning, communication all over the world, interactive. Forget about the old schools. But we wouldn't have any shortage of what to do with the buildings, because there will always be need for building. We convert it to something else. So even if it means technological training centers. So
Honorable Commissioner, if about Enugu externality sector, that you cannot complete, you refer to representative from that sector. That it will be easier.
So that's the, I hope that has answered you for the use of the buildings and what happens about their future. Now, you mentioned contracts and mobility. I believe that all the processes and procedures and rules about bidding were all conform with as far as the auditors are concerned. Alright? So that's it. And that you can be rest assured that His Excellency, as a businessman, you cannot bid in terms of making competitive prices for the state. So you can come with your own bid and you say, no, this is not it, and take it back. So what I'm saying is that you have the best person to get you the best price of anything you want in this state. EEDC acceleration. Well, this banding or not banding or banding 2 or banding 3, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it exists. So what I'm saying is that we have taught independent companies who are generating their own power, two of them. And they said to us, we are going to be able to match the EEDC. Give us the ability, give us the contract, give us the license to do it. And of course, we have the Enugu State Electricity Regulatory Commission. They've just in place. They have to regulate these things. So they cannot be free for them, for these companies. So what I'm saying is that whatever EEDC can give to anybody, the independent producers are only going to match them and beat them if anything at all. So what I'm saying is that in the process of licensing them, of course they're being licensed and allowed to operate because they represent the value of money. So that's what I can say on that one. You're going to get cheaper supply in any state, I can assure you that. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Planning. And at this point, we've exhausted all the questions raised. And when the questions were asked, I observed that the general issue was not passed. At this time, let me go on Agatha Ago, the voice of to tell us something.
Morning. And other members of the high team. My name is Agatha Ago from Radio Nigeria. Sir, my question is on challenges associated with budget implementation, like stakeholders interference and the we also have issue of loan releases, and at times releases when they occur, they do happen through wrong channels. I have some ministries, departments and agencies that I can even quote, but for some reasons, let me reserve their names. Then another one is on budget tracking. I don't know if the state government can be providing support for NUJ Enugu State to be tracking budget in Enugu State as is done in other states. They provide the logistics needed for such trips, and they will give their own impartial and unbiased reports and tracking of the budget. Thank you.
Let me talk about the fact that I think it's better to that one. We're talking about the government helping the traction of the journalists. I mean, there is an extent of what you can do with the journalists. I want them to be independent. We want you to investigate and speak your mind. After all, you don't want government interference. Otherwise, you say that we're having please, journalists, I would invite you to please be part of this Enugu State committee. If you see something wrong and come and mention it, that's what journalists are about. We want to do. So please, be independent and taking the report. Investigate what we want to investigate and tell us so that we can make our next. Nobody's perfect. You know? About releases for the challenges. Agatha, I read that the performance of this budget was 88%. I don't think there is any part of Nigeria in this state, because I talked to my colleagues. The performance is about 30, 45, 50. But ours is a whooping 88% performance in this state, in this age. So, our performance is excellent. The revenue we projected in making, we surpassed that. IGR, we're thinking, how can you get your IGR? Good on 144 we recorded in October. Then, before you go 200, we're saying that before the end of the year, you're going to get almost 200 billion. Why? Because somebody has made a deliberate effort to articulate projects, investments, running the tax. If you're not paying tax, you should pay your tax. And this whole thing in unison has actually enabled the state to have this revenue coming in. The Enugu State Director of Information System that is coming is being unleashed. It's part of it. The new city is part of it. During the whole dispute, all the things generated and pockets of land development and people are rushing into Enugu to come and build. Because Enugu is becoming a nation altogether. People are trooping into Enugu to come and invest. They're bringing their money. So all the projections we are making in terms of revenue, in terms of performance, I'll tell you we're going to be more than that 8%. It's going to be 95% next year. Take it from me.
Thank you, gentlemen. And at this point, we're running it up, and we're summarizing the results. we extended it to 5 then 6. And at this point, we come to the end. We've exhausted the bullets from that side, except there are still offensives from the executive. Otherwise, we were exhausted. And that marks the end of what we stay here for. For my people, if we have these documents, if there's anything you have observed and you want to investigate, feel free and go to the Ministry of Budget and Planning and do certain things that will give you material reportage. But for us, we have nothing. And that's just it. That's good.
Hold on, thanks. Are you taking this one? Are you taking this one? All right. Thank you.